Now, before you guys get any opinions here, let me just say that every song in this game is absolutely fantastic. But I am only going to rank the songs from the first game. If you want me to rank the ones from Dawn of Fire, maybe I will later if you guys like this. But at the moment, I'm just gonna do the ones from the original. So, Plant Island. Obviously, it's one of the most complete songs because it's the first one, and it's the first one to get new things when they add them to multiple islands. Oh, like, it definitely feels the most complete. Well, maybe the second most. We'll get to the most later. But, yeah, no. This song has everything going for it. But to be fair, most of the songs in this game do, so that specifically isn't special. But, yeah, no. It has multiple parts to it, like multiple verses. All of them are great. Specifically the one with Ma, in my opinion. I think he's the best part of this song. Like, Potbelly's here, he's great. Bogart, especially. The violin in the background always adds to the music with Bogart. I'm gonna give Plant Island an A. Very good, but I don't think it's the absolute top. Okay, Cold Island. So I have a bit of a dilemma with Cold Island. I really like a lot of it. Potbelly and Sponge, great. Ma, great. But then, like, I don't know, the lyrics with the wordos in it. Like, his Talker, by the way. Like, his mispronunciations of some of the words and voice cracks, they lower it a little bit to me. But I very much like the verse with Sponge in it. That part's great. Yeah, Cold Island is very good, though. I think I'm gonna leave it there at B. Because it's great, but there are a few problems with it that I have, is all. And those bring it down. Okay, Air Island. So out of the 5 natural islands, which are the first 5 in the game, Air Island is my favorite of these 5. Obviously, it gives some energetic, optimistic feeling. The lyrics are pretty good as well. They're about, like, love, but which I guess is on theme because it's seasonal, is Valentine's Day themed. We have Riff there killing it on the electric guitar, obviously. He's a huge part of the song and a huge help to it. In addition, there's Pom Pom and Yostrich. They add a lot with their voices. Basically, this one's really catchy, very energetic. I'm gonna give it an S, because I think it's one of the best songs in the game. Water Island. Water Island is catchy, but it's also calm. But I wouldn't say it's as catchy or calm as any of these 3. It's out of the natural islands, it's probably the worst one. That being said, it's still very good. Every song in this game is great, actually. The standard is very high. So if I have to judge it based off of that. Now obviously the verse with Potbelly. That's the best part of this song. It's the most energetic and fast-paced part of it. And I think it actually manages to get it on cue with many of the verses from the other natural islands, but overall the song is more relaxing. But in this case, I don't think that works as much in its favor. It's still great, though. I'm gonna give it a C. Okay, Earth Island. Earth Island is a bit of a joke. Earth Island's a bit of a joke. So, the thing about Earth Island is the lyrics with the wordos are absolutely ridiculous. They're hilarious. But they're so stupid. I have to love them. That being said, Earth Islands gives off a very good final boss type of theme, which is fine because it's the last of the natural islands. Obviously, the wordos talk about it as if there's some kind of uprising happening. It fits very well. Obviously, the parts with, Chorister and Potbelly, they work very well together to create a sort of atmospheric theme. But also Dandidoo is very good here too, to add to that right after them. It fits. I'm gonna give Earth Island a B. Because it's good, but it's not, like, excellent, you know? Okay, Fire Haven. Fire Haven is my favorite song. It goes in S, obviously. It manages to be both slow and fast-paced at the same time, which is good, because, I mean, obviously the biggest part for it being fast-paced is Potbelly in the background, with the rest of it being more slow-paced. But hey, why am I complaining? Because I'm not. They managed to blend the two tempos extremely well and it ends up coming off as some sort of fiesta. Definitely my favorite song. Tring is killing it on the triangle in the background, which I also think is hilarious because he's the biggest monster and yet he just plays the triangle. Fire Oasis is also very good. Very good, very catchy. Boskus and Ma work great together. I'm going to put it right below... I'm going to put it in S2. I'm going to put it right below Air Island. Because, I mean, I don't think it gets exactly as close to perfection as Fire Haven and Air Island do, but it is still amazing. Everyone in Fire Oasis sounds like they're having a great time. Light Island. Okay, so the thing with Light Island is, it's a very calm and relaxing song, but it's also very repetitive. Now, they keep adding things to the simple melody as it goes on, and that works very well to make a good song. But, as far as the songs in this game go, I don't know. I'm gonna give this a D. It's good. But then again, every song in the game is good, so... if there's one that I have to say is just good, it's going in the lower area, you know? It's not like a masterclass like these three are. Patty the Platypus? What are you doing? How did you get in this game? Psychic Island. Okay, Psychic Island is great. It has a lot of percussion instruments that actually work very well together. The best part of it is Flowers' verse. But, like, the build-up with Potbelly and Fairmind is also amazing. You know, very, very expressive, is what I have to say about Psychic Island. It feels big, and it feels loud. It feels chaotic. I just made an F there. And I like that feel for Psychic Island. I think it works really well to create a good song. Fairy Island. Okay, so Fairy Island also, similarly to Plant Island, it feels very complete. Platty specifically helps with that. It ends up being kind of like an atmospheric song, but also very catchy at the same time. So, yes. If there's anyone I have to specifically credit, once again though, it's Platty. Platty absolutely increases it. I'm giving it an A because of Platty alone. If it wasn't, it would be a high B. Bone Island. Bone Island is great. Bone Island is awesome. It similarly to Fire Haven, it ends up perfectly mixing both an energetic tempo with a calming one, because the parts where Denchas come in, as well as Fangler, they end up being more crazy and catchy to listen to. But the calmingness of the parts with Stog also make the song very good. Like, it's constantly switching tempos, and it actually does it well and not jarringly at all. I'm going to give Bone Island an A, right above Plant Island. Very close to S. Sugarbush Island. It's fine. Like, Furcorn specifically is great here. I really don't know what else to say about Sugarbush Island, though. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to give this an F. I have nothing to say about it. I really don't. I can't say it's great, because it isn't. But I can't say it's bad, because it isn't that either. It's good. So once again, I guess a song just being good means it's going to end up in the lower tiers here. Seasonal Shanty. So it combines the seasonals, and they're still adding seasonals, so, of course, my opinion on the song may change over time, because they're adding new things to it. But as it stands at the moment, there are parts of it I like. I like the part with Smoochum at the beginning. That goes hard. That goes really well. But then like, in the second half, it feels like a completely different song. It is kind of a jarring transition, especially the parts with Spirit. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give it a D. Like, I do think it is better than Sugar Bush Island. It gives off the kind of, corny vibe that the music in Atomic Rocks gives off. I think that's the right place to put it. Ethereal Island. So, Ethereal Island, it manages to be atmospheric, but it also gives off a catchy and beautiful, honestly, type of vibe. With how everything goes. Fung, Prey, and Socks, specifically, manage to do that, with the violin and the saxophone, which are both great instruments. And they're perfect for that type of tone. Now, I do think that Wubbox messes up the song. In many of the other songs, I can stand Wubbox. I think he's fine, but in Ethereal Island, he messes up the end of it. He does not fit in at all. Because of that, I'm going to give it a B. Magical Sanctum. Honestly, I think Magical Sanctum is fine right there. The song, it feels like an adventure-type song. Something, honestly, that feels like it would be in a Lord of the Rings or the Hobbit movies. You know, that kind of thing. Where there's a grand adventure going on. I really can't describe it as anything other than that. It's fine. It's good. But I wouldn't say it's good for just listening to regularly, you know? Okay, Wublin Island. This is a lot of people's favorites. It's not mine. I already told you what my favorite is. Wublin Island is renowned for just how chaotic it is and how they managed to put everything in. Yes, the energy in Wublin Island is at an all-time high for this game. And Wubbox actually fits in really well here. If I have to specify any Wublin I think does wonders for the song, it would have to be Scream Chew. Because him kind of yodeling in the background adds a lot. I don't know, Wublin Island is basically just, hey, we have a bunch of instruments here, let's just do what we want with them. It gives off a nice me and the boys vibe, like a garage band. I'm giving it an A, because I think it's good. It's not the best, though. Celestial Island. Similar to Sugar Bush Island, I really don't have any opinion on Celestial Island. It exists. It kind of just exists. It definitely picks up at the end, so I'm actually going to put it above Sugar Bush Island, but only slightly. The end part of Celestial Island is good, but most of the song is just fine. Tribal Island. I really like Tribal Island. It's about as energetic and catchy as Wublin Island is, especially with the parts with Potbelly, and I like how Cybop takes over the end of the song. Like how he and Chorister have their own bit. And it's great. It's really good. Everyone's having a good time with this one. Except for the people actually playing the game, because in that case, Tribal Island is miserable, but you know, the song is fantastic. Gold Island feels like an end credit song for the game. It's like a thank you for playing my game type of thing. Or it just has all the natural island monsters there. They're singing a very complete, it has the best sense of completeness. Even better than Plant Islands, which is impressive. It's good. It's a very good thank you card to the people playing the game. I wouldn't say it's as good as anything in B tier, so I'm gonna give it a high C. Yeah, I think that's the right place to put it. Everyone has their part. None of the monsters don't get a time to shine. It sounds fantastic. But, you know, I have to do things relatively here, so I can't just praise it and then give it an S. Like I would if I was comparing regular songs to these, because everything here is still a great song. Okay, Amber Island is not finished at the moment of me making this video. At the time that I am making this video, there are parts of it, most of it actually, that's really good. The wave that just dropped, like a few days ago, is Wave 5. The one with Waddle, Pong, Ping, Repetillo, and they also brought back Yellman for this wave. Take that as you will. The song might get better or worse over time, but because there are going to be so many monsters in it, and we're just over halfway, obviously, when they add new verses to it, it's going to sound incomplete while they add those verses because the song isn't finished yet. So it would be unfair for me to just say, oh look, there's this one verse that feels empty, so bad. Because while it does feel empty at the moment, they're going to add something to it later until they're done. That being said, I very much like the parts of Amber Island that there are, so I think I'm going to put it just above Psychic Island, but below Trifle. Yeah, I think this is exactly what I think about each of the islands. Okay, we're done here. Bye-bye.